درس حارة واطية الأيام هذه.
يا واطي.
مو بس درجة الحرارة.
درس حارة بمستواي يعني هالكم يوم.
So would you like to know a fun fact, number one?
What's the fun fact?
Fun fact. Do you know, I was reading this article the other day, right?
Okay.
Do you know how the mafia
That's a fun
started?
fact.
You read? I'm sorry.
Do you know how the mafia started?
He reads, but he doesn't pronounce. There's a small difference. Yeah.
Do you know how the mafia started?
They watch The Sopranos.
No. Orange juice.
Orange glass. I didn't say orange.
Oh, this is so dumb.
Orange. When did orange
Oh,
juice become a
so
thing?
dumb.
When did oranges become a thing?
I don't know, like Tajikistan in the Bronze Age.
No. Okay. Oranges became a thing once the British discovered that they are the antidote to scurvy. Okay. Are you familiar with scurvy?
Yes, I'm familiar with
Do you
scurvy.
know what scurvy is?
Pirate disease.
Tell them what scurvy is.
It's basically you get yellow teeth, your gums bleed, and
Pirate disease.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you know why people get scurvy?
because no citrus.
Because pirates.
No, because
No citrus.
It's the diet that they get from living at the sea does not include citrus, which is something that supports. So, anyways, the British discovered that oranges are good, right? So they started getting oranges for their sailors, right? Where did they start getting oranges from?
China?
No, Italy.
Italy.
Now, in order to get more oranges, okay, they needed the farmers to actually take orange growing as a thing. So the whole process of, hey, let's grow more oranges was organized by a bunch of people who ended up eventually becoming the mafia.
Oh, nice tree you have here. Would be bad if something happened to it.
Pretty much, actually, that's actually pretty much it. That's actually pretty much it. Because people in Italy knew, or the farmers in southern Italy knew that the British are going to come with big bucks, right? So they would try to manipulate the market just to make sure that my farm and not your farm.
So you're saying they were the NFTs of the day.
Sure, I have no idea what that means, but okay.
That was a joke. يا أخي. أنا أرفع وأنت تكبس يعني. You should pick up the bit.
I am giving you a historical fact, my guy. I am tying you orange juice with the rise of the most, organized criminal network in the world, I guess.
You know that Shamsi can't play well in teams. So you chose the wrong partner.
True.
Oh.
ألعب فيفا زين.
Yeah, alone, but not with the team.
Yeah.
والله يعني اثنين.
Plus legacy defending. يعني I don't.
Yeah.
زبدة.
Why do you always deny the truth before you accept it?
Orange juice. It's good. We like
Do you know why I don't play soccer? Because when you're the fat kid and they play soccer.
أنت الحارس.
Yes.
Yes.
طيب.
تصقع على وجهك كثير بكور كثيرة.
3 times in one game.
Yes. Same.
Okay.
That's why I stopped playing.
That's why I stopped playing.
Okay, it's called having reflexes.
You're fat.
You have no reflexes.
Which you can't move your hands.
The signal has a long way to go to reach your body.
Yes.
يعني.
I mean,
Imagine fat as speed bumps or signals.
I would imagine that
natural insulation to the electricity.
Yeah.
I would imagine that you present, a large target to miss. فيعني you help.
No, a large target to hit. It's like free real estate.
Okay, they're doing it wrong. You're supposed to score in the goal, not in the keeper's face.
Not through the keeper عادي.
Or is that a goal of its own? عرفت تفكع وجه هذه أحسبها جول يعني.
There's someone that we know that's listening to this one now having PTSD. So.
Okay, really? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Behind this wall.
Yeah. Okay.
Football is fun.
كان ياكل حب
إيه.
وجت واحدة في الوجه.
لا.
Wow.
يا ساتر.
The unexpected.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
Yeah.
That's the worst one when you're just vibing.
Okay. This is why constant vigilance is important.
Hi guys.
Hello.
I don't know.
I feel like my mafia story was not given enough credit. It's a really good story.
No.
Gives a shit, bro. We don't care.
Like it's bro. أنا مش شطحة. Imagine if it was actually real.
Imagine this. Imagine you find something that's very interesting to you, but no one cares.
bro.
Imagine that.
Bro, I can write a historical saga about the rise of piracy.
Okay, go on.
And
Go on.
oranges in Italy.
Go ahead.
Like I feel like there would be a good HBO show here.
Shamsi, write anything.
About oranges.
Write anything.
I have
They did The Sopranos,
just
bro.
right.
things.
So they want to go from The Sopranos to Oranges?
لا, Sopranos is the 90s. We're prequel. We're doing prequel.
So the whole thing is about just, a bunch of people killing other people for oranges.
In Sicily. Yeah. Exactly.
That's the twist.
Yes.
That's the pitch?
Well, see, there would be a lot of interesting things about the rise of the Italian Republic, right? Which didn't exist back then because that was still
there's
the Italian reunification.
So you're blaming Italy for the mafia?
I'm not blaming Italy. No, I'm blaming the English for the mafia because the English wanted oranges,
Guys,
and
Why don't
Italy
you blame
had
scurvy
oranges.
طيب مرة واحدة?
guys.
Because scurvy is nature, bro.
There is
Can't blame
something
nature.
there. Like, okay, season 1, how you establish the mafia.
Season 2, how they discovered the solution to scurvy.
Season 3, the Yusuf
Cropping.
the Yusuf Hendi Wars happened.
Yes.
See, there we go. There we
Of
go.
85.
Of 85.
There we go.
Yes.
You get Anthony Hopkins to play Muhammad Ali Basha. You have خلاص, you get going. Yeah.
Where do you think Italian aristocracy started from?
Olive oil.
Inbreeding cousins.
Sorry. I wouldn't give it to any orange juice, to be honest. And olive oil makes more sense.
You're an ass for that.
Technically, it started with Rome and the Roman Empire, but sure, olive oil works. Yeah,
See, you don't understand the value of the olive oil joke. Okay, you don't eat Italian food, yeah, habibi.
I do.
No.
I like pizza.
He eats carbonara and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Carbonara?
Carbonara.
You know it's disrespectful when you say Italian food is pizza.
No, I said I eat pizza. That's considered
I
Italian
said
food.
Italian food. You like?
Right?
Is it considered Italian food?
It is, of course. Wish you.
Yes,
Pizza
but when you go to Italy, and the normal households in Italy, do they have pizza or do they have pasta?
They have pasta.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But inclusivity.
بس زي ما you go to a Saudi house بتلقى كبسة وبتلقى مرقوق مو بدايم كبسة ترى أحيانا بتلقى مرقوق يعني
انت القدريش.
أحيانا تلقى جريش.
Okay.
الأكلة الوطنية.
Yes.
احيانا
أكل
تلقى
الوطنية.
باستا.
Exactly.
بس ما تسأل.
And that's you're actually proving my point.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
I don't know how I'm doing that. I thought I was arguing the opposite.
No, you were not.
I was not. Okay.
But you are
Anyway.
failing successfully. Well done.
Yes.
But once again, yani,
Keep punching down.
I think once again, yani, there is a story here to be told.
I think The Godfather already did it. فما يحتاج.
Yeah.
Like there were
That's
no,
why
I don't
he had
recall
an
orange as the Godfather. I
He
call
had-
horses.
No.
You know?
He had
and
an
guns,
orange farm
But no.
in the house.
Yes.
That's how he died.
He
That's
did?
how he got poisoned.
Wait. Did he actually? Then
You
for
remember
real.
the movie?
He put the
Bro,
orange
did he
peel
had
in
an-
the mouth and made
Bro,
like it
if
scared
he
the
did,
kid.
then that's such a fucking callback. That's such a
Yes.
true callback.
I do have
Bravo,
a
Scorsese.
Godfather
No,
poster
Coppola.
with the
Bravo, Coppola.
Yeah,
oranges.
Shamsi discovered one of the greatest movies of all
No,
time.
no,
Has
no.
layers.
Bro,
to it.
I'm about to say, bro.
We just
I'm about
built
to
in a
say.
new layer here with oranges being the rise of organized
built
crime.
in.
Yes, it's science.
Yeah, I think they already knew.
No.
Science?
Social science. Social science.
Science is waving no.
Social.
No.
So the guy or gal that wrote this paper that I was reading, okay, actually went into like all the records of Sicilian farm owning families, right?
مرة فاضي.
لا من جد. And he tracked the rise of prices, throughout the 1800s. He did this shit for like a good 50 years. And then he showed eventually, like at some
50
point,
years?
50 years.
Not in the process of like.
No, he went through 50 years worth of records.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 50 years
I was
worth
going
of
to say,
records.
like, change your career.
No. He went through 50 years worth of records, right? And at some point, he came to the conclusion. He's like, "Yo, there is a link here. It's a conspiracy."
Don't point at people.
It's like
Don't point at
Why
people.
do you always do
you're
this?
supposed
Why
to-
you point a finger at? We don't know what the. You're
Okay.
supposed to
Nobody
lead the
can complete
Catch
conversation.
the thought.
sentences.
Catch the thought.
I am not leading the
Catch-
conversation. You
Catch the
are.
You have to find true love
Yeah.
and then ask people to
Zibda.
complete your sentences.
Zibda, it was just, I don't know. It was a fascinating 30 minutes wasted down the rabbit hole.
Shamsi,
But at the end of the day, we.
Have content now. That's what we do. That's
So
what
you
we
did
do.
find true love.
Shamsi, you strike
This man is dumb, yo.
Shamsi, you strike me as the type of guy that when you're finally married, الله يستر عليها.
I mean,
I mean.
You're the type
الله يقويها.
الله يقويها الله يصبرها.
She shall not be found on a dating show.
ربي كاتب لها الجنة. Don't worry about that.
She shall not be found لحالها is kind of scary.
Yes. So you strike me as the type of guy to say we are pregnant.
Of course we
Oh,
are.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Of course we are.
Yes.
Of course.
I feel what you feel.
No, you don't.
I mean,
Yes, Shams is also the type of guy who says,
symbolically.
that's your sister?
What?
That's Shams.
What?
Yes.
No.
Right before he gets engaged. Oh, listen, but the younger one, though. that's Shamsi.
That's very, no.
That's,
I don't agree with that assessment.
Sure.
That is assessment completely untrue.
Time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. Time will tell.
But once again,
It's internal thought.
This is what's again.
oranges guys. I like oranges.
بالعافية عليك.
Yes. وخلص عشان نبدا البودكاست.
ما أدري عنك.
You do know that orange juice has no health values whatsoever.
Yes, it's a dessert basically.
Yes.
I
Hello.
disagree.
أدري.
It has vitamin C.
Science disagrees with you. Hey, what's up?
Look at the bottle. Look at him. Look at the bottle.
He's looking at it because science, you know. This is
Science. Button.
his assessment.
Button. Shams is the guy who says, "Oh, yo, capitalism is a crime." Then he still reads the bottle.
It's actually a parasite and disease.
Hey, welcome past the Kabsa Boys. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 194. Got the homie Terks right behind me. I got Shams right next to me. I got listener number one in the building. Shout out to tens of listeners. Shout out to tens of viewers. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for bringing yourself to this bullshit. Y'all want to start?
Yeah.
Newcastle's playing. So if you guys see us staring at the screen, we're watching Newcastle play.
Shams is the type of guy to say
This is the title of the episode. Shams type of guy say.
And they're all truths.
Yes. Shams is the type of guy to say, I needed this after a big laugh.
I did need it.
Yes, he does. He actually does.
I do say that. Bro, I think y'all maybe misunderestimate the health benefits of laughing.
Shams is the type of guy to say, well, after catching somebody in a lie.
He does. He also says, hey.
I actually do say. Okay, is this gonna be the Shams roasting episode?
Yes.
No.
That's every episode.
That's every day.
Yes,
Okay, it's not even every episode.
There's a
every
special
day.
coming at the future, but don't worry about that.
I feel attacked.
So how's your weekends?
Great. It was a very good weekend. Alhamdulillah.
What you been up to?
Oof, I watched a lot of things, to be honest. I watched Khalat, which is very nice.
Okay, how about we take rather than just burn all of our cards?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, let's take it one at a time.
Okay.
Khalat just dropped on Netflix.
Yes.
You saw it. I saw it.
I
You two did not see it yet.
Yes.
I did not.
We need to catch
So
up.
we can't talk about it until you guys see it.
Yes.
But if you haven't seen this number one on Netflix, please go and watch it and support the
Worth
people.
checking out.
Worth checking out. We're not going to tell you what the hell it is until you go see it.
Yes.
والله ما أعلمك.
روح نتفلكس شوف رقم واحد في السعودية دور. Very easy to find.
Man, I was good all week until now. My chest is hurting me.
صحة.
I think it's you. Anyway. So besides Khalat,
Avatar 2, The Way of Water.
okay.
Not worth watching.
Yeah, it's. I think that movie is called. James Cameron said, "Oh, get it? It's a metaphor. The movie too."
Yeah, checks out. Checks out.
I mean, I'm not interested.
COVID was hitting hard, so you need to make some money.
Did he make a lot of money with it?
He already it's the sequel is greenlit already.
Yes.
So
Like-
3 is coming.
What, The Way of Fire? Ish.
It's literally called The Way of Fire. It's like the Fire Nation or some shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, stop. Please
Okay.
stop.
So
Please
the
stop.
movie is going to be about Earth, Wind, Fire, and
Yeah,
Heart.
so we're going
Yes.
through all that.
So it's Captain Planet.
Party up.
All right. It's Captain Planet.
I hate you.
See, this is one of those times where you should be happy that you don't like going to the cinema.
I don't like going to the cinema.
Hey, but this is why.
It's too.
I don't need to. Bro.
I think it's like 3 hours or something.
It is.
I actually want to go to the theaters and see.
It's a 3-hour tech demo.
There's
Yeah.
this movie that came out, the Arabic movie. What's it called? Hamur?
Hamur, yes.
Yes.
I was actually just seeing the ads all over the
Yeah,
streets.
everyone's telling me it's really good. It's based on a true story.
Yeah, like
Wallah.
them.
Or taken from true.
Inspired by true
Easy.
events.
Yes, I think that's what it is.
طب يلا.
Either or.
قدام.
We have to figure out this week.
شوف متى وننظر.
Yeah, this week we have to.
Saudi cinema is well
Poppin'.
and alive.
Yeah.
Well and alive.
Perfect timing also.
Yes.
It's popping.
All new works, all different platforms.
Yes, and we need to stop releasing things in the summer.
I mean, it's blockbuster season. No?
Yeah, that's abroad, bro.
Yeah.
Here, winter
What's blockbuster
is our
season
blockbuster
here?
season here.
True.
Yeah, but in a winter, would you prefer انك تطلع and enjoy the wonderful weather or go to cinema?
You know, winter's not 2 days.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean,
season. You know, it's a season.
You know,
You're not
going to the
wasting a
cinema
day.
is still-
Like, oh my
It's an
god,
outdoor season.
It's still a winter activity.
What is peak cinema season in Saudi? That's actually a good question.
winter.
Like, do you think there's
Everything-
I think it's Eid.
Look, everything
Hey.
peak.
Yeah, no?
No,
No,
feel like the
that's
week-
called
Eid
family
is-
time.
Yeah,
لا, لا.
Eid is spending time and family time. You're buying things for the family. You're spending time
لا,
with the
لا,
family.
Eid, I'm not talking about Eid day. I'm talking about Eid week. Like that week, you always have families go out and do activities and all that. I
Eid
feel
day
like
and Eid week are the
Eibs, I
same
don't
thing.
think
There's-
cinemas.
usually
Shamsi-
day is family. First day is
Shamsi,
family.
there's
The
this
second day
thing-
you start going out and doing
There's
stuff.
this thing
That's
called
at least for us, you know.
there's this thing called dira. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yes.
Yes,
That's a thing that appears in Eid
he
weekend.
does it. He does it.
Okay. Like احنا الديرة تجينا.
There you go. That's the difference.
Yes.
We are the deal.
Oh, so they keep exporting people.
Importing, actually.
Importing, sorry.
Importing, yes.
It's terminology.
Hey, look, no matter what happens, the business must still go on.
Yeah, bro.
In any way, shape, or form.
It's recession proof.
Evolution.
Wow.
It is recession proof. They never lose money. Wow. You know, he was onto something.
So it's all about diversifying.
It's all the whites, man. The whites ruined the whole thing for y'all.
Yeah,
But anyway.
Bad,
Those
bad
haters.
Bad PR,
Those
bro.
haters.
Bad PR, bro. Bad
That name
PR.
to it. Allah.
Bad PR.
Bad PR, yeah.
Anyway, let's keep moving. But no, Eid, I understand. But not many events happen in Eid because it's about family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not events. But
And even when you go out, you're going out, what, dinner?
we go bowling.
Maybe.
We go bowling actually. Like
Yeah, I can't do that with my family. We'd rent out the whole
actually
the whole place.
It's actually
كم فرع عندكم كم فرع كل
عادي يعني.
خلاص انتوا بتروحون عند المملكة. احنا بنروح البوليفارد. انتوا في يواك
The
يلا.
idea is it's family time. So if you go out and you do things as a group, يعني, whatever it is, cinema is one idea. Bowling for us is another. Dinner is always on the menu, obviously.
أنا بالنسبة لي the favorite thing is غيبوبة الضحى.
هذه حلوة دائما. Yes.
Okay, explain.
When the whole house كل نور طفى. Off.
Yes, it happens in Eid al-Fitr, ya Shamsi. After you do the Eid prayer,
You pass out.
you pass out.
Okay.
And there's this lovely 3-4 hours where the whole country is asleep.
Actually, you're wrong.
You're wrong. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everybody.
the whole
Right
country.
after, my uncles, they barge in.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
See, different. Again, إحنا مثلا we have breakfast, Eid breakfast, basically, which is بعد صلاة العيد, and then people pass out on al-Asr, and then that's when Eid actually starts.
All right, but let's keep going. But one more thing before we get off of that. I know Ramadan is only 2 months.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
7 weeks. 7 weeks.
SubhanAllah,
Yes.
kid.
Bro, time
Flew
flies.
by.
Bro, amazing. Woof. Anyway,
الله يجيب لنا على خير.
so movies, Turks. That's it.
The Last of Us, the new HBO show based on a video game. Really good. Really good.
I'm gonna do what he says, and I'm actually gonna wait for the season to finish.
Oh, it's not done?
No,
Just started. Episode 1.
by episode.
Yeah, this whole. I think I'm gonna do what I did with Game of Thrones. Wait till the final season and just catch up in a week.
Did
you ever?
Yeah, I did. I went through the whole thing. Remember me? I called you angry after season 4. I'm like, what is this shit? It's going downhill from here.
We've been here, bro. You're 4 years out of date here.
Yeah, man. Anyway,
Keeping with the theme, I decided, it's been a while since I watched something. I binged something. So on a whim, I just typed in interesting shows to watch from the last 2 years.
So generic. Well, okay.
It's قاعد افتح سالفة يا اخي لا تدقق لا
Yes.
تدقق لا تدقق. It's a bit.
it's a bit.
It's a bit.
So I settled on
A bit stupid? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, keep going.
I settled
Very
on a show.
stupid.
I settled on a show called Kevin Can F Himself.
Can F himself.
Yeah, that's the name of the show.
Okay.
Basically, the generic sitcom, the 3-camera approach and the laugh track and everything. It's about a schlubby guy with his hot wife.
Schlubby.
And it's about his schlubby guy and his hot wife. And when the husband is on screen, it's a 3-camera sitcom, like laugh track, everything, lame jokes. But when he leaves the screen and only the wife is there, it's switched into like this HBO drama style of shooting.
Oh shit! Interesting.
Yeah, like and it's basically the tone completely shifts. She wants to kill her husband.
Oh wow.
She can't stand him. It's really dramatic. Like,
That's very smart.
yeah.
Hey.
Like imagine like Friends in one scene, next scene it becomes like Breaking Bad. That's the whole premise of the show. And
I
it's
like that.
What's it called?
I like that.
Kevin
Kevin
can
go. Okay.
can F himself.
Where is it? On Netflix?
It's on AMC Plus, I think.
You see, that answers the question. I was asking a question yesterday. I walked into one of the guys and he was watching that 90s show. And like he was actually watching the pilot.
I don't want that. I don't want to watch that show.
No,
The 70th show already killed it.
well, again,
Even though I was
Nostalgia trip.
I was
It was a lot of
around when
nostalgia trip.
that 70th show was peaking, till no one gave a shit about it till like later on.
bro, when it hit season 4, I think that's when people start caring. So anyway, so I was watching it, and the pilot was terrible, honestly, but it started getting better progressively. The episodes that followed, and I was like, bro, when's the last time you actually watched a good sitcom? When's the last time you actually saw a sitcom premise? So at least this guy is doing something different with it, switching the script.
So you stopped this whole conversation to tell us nothing.
Do you guys when's the last time you guys watched a good sitcom? That's my question.
A good
Ask the
sitcom?
question.
Yeah.
I've been watching, rewatching New Girl. It's so good.
Again, sitcom. Does it
Did you
count?
see Zoe?
It's a situational comedy. It's not a live audience.
He's talking about live audience
I'm
laugh
talking
track.
about, yeah, exactly.
That I agree with you. It's been a long
Yeah.
time.
Big Bang Theory?
No, that shows
I never liked that show.
That
at
shows
all.
I didn't mean either.
that shows awful.
How I Met Your Mother?
That's a fake laugh track.
Big Bang Theory, like, have you seen it without the laugh track? It is the most mean and vicious show ever.
Bro, I never
Yes.
liked it.
Like every single sentence these friends say to each other is like friendship ending.
Yeah.
But that's what friendships are. يعني.
Yeah, but like
At least the ones I am. My
Yeah.
Have you,
toxic
have, you
life
not, have you not,
is,
have you not seen this dynamic? Number one.
I think that's just Adil.
To be honest, yeah. Ever since he showed up in my life, yeah. things.
I mean, he does tend to bring that energy.
Yes, he makes us stronger.
Yes.
He does, yes.
I build you for the future.
صقلنا.
Now, what is that future?
Yeah.
Question
no
mark,
idea.
question mark, question
No
mark.
clue.
انت ما انصقلت يا number one?
Huh.
Oh, come on. We gave him a beautiful one the other day.
Bro, the other day when he was
What
talking about his
phrasing?
emotions and shit, we were just laughing.
For the podcast.
Remember that?
What we were saying?
Look, I always do my best to avoid roasting on the podcast.
Yes.
All right, because
Feelings?
no, it's because I know you guys will take it as a fucking joke and understand it's a joke.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, other people will not understand that this is
People think
this is our way
This
of
is
being funny.
Comedy.
people actually think we're mean to Shamsi because we don't like him.
Yeah,
we're
we
mean
have-
to Shamsi because he's stupid.
I still don't like this. You know?
No, we do like him.
Keeping on with
but,
what we
we
just
do
said.
like him, but because we like him, that's what we're mean to him.
Well,
We don't
anyway.
like him.
Whatever makes you sleep at night. Yeah.
All right, so we're done with all the shows and whatever. Did anything come out? Oh, on Netflix, since y'all we're talking about Khalat, Breaking Point.
What is that?
It's a tennis show made by the same producers who made Formula One.
I never thought I'd hear the term tennis show.
Yes.
Okay.
So they go and they follow these tennis players
Okay.
as they go from.
That's their journey to tennis superstardom.
Yeah, no, they're not doing the whole thing like, where do you start? Whatever. No. It's like this story at a Grand Slam.
Mm,
You're already at the Grand Slam. You're in Madrid, you're at Paris, you're in the US.
okay.
And the story is happening right there.
Are they going for like top-notch players?
Yes. The beautiful thing, look, I still.
No,
I watch
Shams,
you
they're
guys-
going for the unknowns.
Do you remember
Yeah.
that? Hold on.
You might be doing like a story of the
What he did,
underdogs.
what they did.
Yeah,
This one
exactly.
underdogs. Remember the Tunisian girl that won last year?
Yeah.
They have her whole story.
Nice.
I advise everyone to go watch that
Nice.
one.
That one I would
She's a
definitely
beast.
watch. Yeah.
And what's the name? The beautiful thing, what I love about it, the last episode is called King of Clay. You know who's the King of Clay?
And Doll, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So from the beginning of it's like 5 episodes. From episode 1, every time they show him, it's like Darth Vader. he just walks.
You hear like the phrase. Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
it's like you don't want to play
dun.
against Rafael. He just walks, and he starts like jogging before the match against the opponent. Starts jogs right in front of him. It's like scary experience.
كده.
And even when the show ended, they still did not interview him. But the fact that every time he pops up, it's like, oh my god, I have to play against this guy.
Speaking of sports, it's been an interesting week sports-wise in Saudi.
Okay, before we get that, we're not even done with this point, my guy. the Super Cup.
Hey.
اصبر حبة طيب.
فجأة ذكرت.
Anyway, I highly advise everybody to go watch that show. When I watched it, I remember Yara. Remember Yara, our young tennis player?
Yeah.
Shout out to her. And they were talking about the mentality of being a tennis player and the downfall of being a tennis player. That part alone, the mental strength. Because, man, I love Jordan for his mental strength. That's why he's the GOAT to me. And watching this and then watching how Nadal wins and you're watching these people who want to win. Like what's going on in everybody's head. And you see this person who gets it right and then just switches off.
It's a completely different dynamic in terms of sports compared to everything else because it's a solo sport. You don't have a team to support you. It's all
There's a
you.
thing called doubles.
Yes.
No, but generally,
you do have a supportive team. You have a coach, you have staff.
Yeah.
But again, when it's just you, even though your coach is right
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
Like in a football match, you see it. When the coach walks in, yo, guys, okay, let's focus, let's regroup. But with this one,
You're on the court. You have
it's
to,
you, it's you.
and it's similar to Formula, I feel like, in that sense. And you're the only one in the car and you need to. But in the Formula, again, you have people in your ear and you have an entire team to get you
It's
together.
more like boxing.
Yeah.
If you want to
It's
compare
more
it.
like boxing.
Yeah, exactly. You're just out there on your own and you just.
No, it's a great fucking show. I saw the first episode. I was like, yo, I'm sitting here the whole day. And I just went through the whole thing. I advise everybody to go watch it.
Need you.
I don't want to review it for y'all, but it's a fucking amazing show. At least for me, because I got taste.
New content to check out.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize for that one. I don't have taste.
You don't have taste, no.
Yeah. Have you seen your friends?
That's why I said that. But anyway,
You realize that.
off into other sports. I went to the Classico.
You did?
It's been an eventful week for us in terms
Yes.
of that.
I didn't want to go.
Hard luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
I knew that Barcelona was going to win, but Intala was like, yo, we have to. I was like, fine. I guess it is.
Okay.
Went, had fun. Got to witness the stadium for the first time.
Oh, really?
I've never been to a bar.
Which
Tim's
stadium?
King Fahad.
Okay.
Is this the first football match you go to in Saudi?
No, I don't think it's the first film. No.
رحت قبل
I've been to before. But that stadium, it was the first time I go to that stadium.
صحيح.
We need work. We got work.
الملعب ما شاء الله صار له كم 40 سنة؟
Yes.
Yeah.
الملعب شوف until now I don't have a problem الملعب.
It feels nostalgic. Yeah.
Going to the stadium.
Oh, the access قصدك.
Bro, you have so many properties, multi-layer parking. You can solve these issues real quick.
Oh, and I didn't
That's why you were giving like a play-by-play for the boys.
That's what I was telling you. I was like, yo, go there early. Because I had to look at that shit.
process fresh يعني.
So like, I'm not gonna say like if you have access to for the gate, like we're not gonna have that discussion. But most people, bro, everyone's like parking on top of curves. Cops are like screaming at everybody to move. Everyone's blocking everybody else.
Your experience was completely different than mine. Okay.
Well, because not a lot of people go to the Italian Cup, my guy.
No.
This is the classical. Okay.
Again, لا.
It was a full stadium.
Again, لما يكون ملعب جيرانكم تعرف تتصرف تعرف.
Well, that's true. Yes, we're right behind your house.
Yes, literally جيرانكم نعرف وين الثانية بعدون.
How far is it from Sarwal Street?
Here's the thing. Getting to the stadium, it wasn't the issue. Going to parking was the issue.
So I think when we ended up going to the Super Cup a few days after that, and when we came, the guys came to my place, and we went from the other side of the stadium. So there was a big, huge empty lot behind the stadium. We parked there and just went down.
Okay, which gate did you enter from?
We had to walk around the stadium.
See what I mean?
Yeah, we had to walk around the stadium.
Exactly, I didn't have to.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
But it wasn't that bad. Yeah.
Well, you're walking around a stadium.
Exactly.
Bro, and it's a
What are you talking
5-10 minute walk.
I would call Aziz right now. Watch it be 25.
We actually ran into the branches. داخلين الملعب. Literally ran into them داخلين ran into them احنا طالعين. There's a lot of people at the game. But again, Classico, you were saying.
No, same experience. Classical. Like I know.
Was it a good game?
By the third goal? Oh yeah, Barcelona was fucking amazing, bro. Like every single time they had the ball.
والملعب full.
الملعب full.
How was the attendance?
Full.
70?
No, I think it was less than 70 because I think the front rows were a little bit empty, but most of the stadium was just packed. Let me tell you how
front row
boring.
still has that الشبك قدامه, right?
Yes, and also the first 15 minutes was so boring that the crowd did the wave 9 times.
Oh wow!
But by the like 6, I'm like, yo, I'm done. I'm not jumping again.
Gotta keep themselves entertained, bro.
But what's the name? The match, Barcelona did an amazing job. Every time they had the ball, they were scary. But they looked like a bunch of fucking kids running after the ball.
Like now Barcelona, we can actually see Barcelona as a team now.
I think it's been. Do you know they only got scored on like 5 times or 6 times this season, right?
No way.
Yes.
Inshallah.
No, they've been doing great and top of the league also.
Okay.
So that was the experience. We had great seats. But this is what I loved about it. I want because having experienced football stadiums, I hate being at the lower tier because you're not really seeing much.
Because you're way too close to.
Because you're not lower tier.
Exactly. Thank you. By the way, the VIP is in the lower tier.
The angle.
That's why you're not.
I like to see the formation.
Yeah, the angle.
So we were all the way up. We went all the way up, right? Amazing.
Nothing can stop.
No, you have a nice view of the stadium. It's a huge stadium, by the way, as well. Like compared to other stadiums, in terms of standards or sizes, it's one of the biggest.
Still, the seating needs work. It is an old stadium.
It is an old stadium.
It is an old stadium. The idea is that you get what's the name? No seat number. And you just go with the vibes.
You go to the block.
I'm not down with that.
You're assigned.
That sounds like a recipe for a disaster.
Thank you.
You're assigned.
Fights.
You're assigned.
No, it's not even fights. This is the problem. Some people decide, you know what? I'm not taking the seats. I'm just sitting the stairs. That's the problem that we have. And then you're trying to go down or something. You're walking over people the whole time.
Yeah, the way you go it, the way they do it, you're assigned a block, and you walk in, and خلاص, the block is like here at فوق in all the way down. Pick a seat. We get that.
So if your boys sit next to each other and there's no one else on the line, you can sit outside, or else you have to go sit somewhere else. So I'm not down with that. I don't that.
Refreshments? Did you get any refreshments?
No, bro. I don't. It was packed, man.
ما جاكم حق ice cream? There's an ice cream.
No, we didn't see no ice cream, man.
There's an ice cream man. Yeah, he walks around like with a bag of ice cream.
And now Turks is in.
وانت قاعد يعني.
Anderson Cola? ولا لا?
No, he's the ice cream.
I have a better question.
Yeah.
Why did you pick those seats?
We didn't have a choice.
For real?
Honest. Yeah.
Those seats were awful.
So we were on the side. Basically, we weren't behind the goal. We were like شوية كده on the side. We were next to the ultras.
You see where you were?
Yeah.
I was top left.
To be honest, the view that we had wasn't that bad. Okay, صح, the far end of the pitch.
Exactly. You don't see nothing.
But you do have like the full width of the pitch in front of you, you know? So we ended up going, طبعا العيال نصهم سحبوا, which is زق يعني. We got 6 tickets. We ended up going 3, me, Alex, and Turtle.
Alex and Turtle are both Saudis, by the way.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Yep.
We have weird names for our friends.
واحد يشجع يوفي والثاني يشجع انتر. وانا كذا جاي شطحه بس ما يدري.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but anyway, keep going.
Donatello couldn't make it, بس عادي.
It was nice, honestly. ليش؟ لأنه right next to us we were watching the Enter Ultras, you know. So they actually had the people from Italy, the guy with the microphone speaker sitting on top of a fucking fence and leading the chants and the cheers.
Baba da boopy, Baba da boopy.
Okay.
They kept the wow. So there was a vibe, you know, in the stadium. There's a lot of Italians in the stadium.
The comforts of not being on camera.
Exactly. There was a lot of Italians.
Italians in the stadium.
Italians.
You know, they showed up.
Did they bring gabagool?
All right. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Yo, keep doing that. I'm gonna put you on camera.
Keep trying, homie. Keep trying.
Actually, Italy has a rich culture. It's diverse.
Bro, they have oranges.
They have
what are you talking
oranges.
about?
Berlusconi was right.
You know.
Bunga bunga.
So yeah, it was honestly a fun experience. The game wasn't that great. The goals were nice, obviously, but the game felt killed off very quickly. They scored 2 goals. Milan were shit, to be honest, surprisingly. But it was a good experience, honestly. Like it's always, bro. من جد أحلى من العصر, swear to God. This week in Riyadh, Real Madrid, Barcelona, AC Milan, Inter Milan, both playing finals.
And then Riyadh season versus PSG.
What exactly?
Can you even explain that?
It's just
Excuse me.
I can't even, like, من جد alhamdulillah, man. We got to the point where this is regular. This is normal. عادي. تعودت ان عندك السوبر عرفت؟
مو تعودت
بس انه you've seen it last year, and so you saw it this year, and عادي اني انا I missed السوبر الاسباني لانه I went to the super Italian
you
one.
feel
وانت
like
نفس الشيء عرفت؟ انت عادي انك you missed
exactly
the Real season cup because you went to the super cup, so you feel like
you don't feel like انت متعود. You feel like you have an opportunity to see these things.
you have
have options.
You have options. Thank you.
Yes, we always keep saying this.
Yeah, you have options to do this during the middle of your bro. أنا تعرف ايش اللي عجبني أكثر في حقة الريال season? When the game start? 8. By 10 you're done.
Yes.
Go enjoy your weekend.
Exactly.
Literally, go enjoy your weekend.
It's similar to the UK. When you go watch the game early on.
You still have the rest of your weekend to go do whatever the hell you want. You want to go have dinner, you want to go out. That's the level we're reaching to in terms of entertainment. That's the high level. And that's just sports. I'm just looking at one aspect. The guys, they went to the Riyadh season, they watched tennis. Just because, why the hell not? You know? شايف how many options that you have now. Honestly, it's just beautiful to see, man. And it really hit me when we left the stadium. I'm like, guys, it's Wednesday. It's not even the weekend, bro. It's the Super Cup. This is such a highlight event. You just went to watch the fucking Super Cup, you know? And عادي جدا because tomorrow is going to be another day and Real season is going to happen. Ronaldo and Messi are going to be on the same pitch again. And what the hell, the whole world is going to be watching this.
And it was a great match. It was actually a really good match.
I caught snatches
5-4, bro. It was an amazing match.
I couldn't catch the whole thing.
You're playing against a team that's well organized. That's actually a team against 2 teams that are put together to play this match. And great fucking work, bro. And it was fun. Watching Ronaldo do the C.
His first C.
Not only that, it was first C in Saudi. On top of that, if you guys, there's a video of this little kid that was in the corner.
Okay.
When he did his celebration. The little kid jumps up and says, "See."
No.
Bro,
that little kid, that's exactly why we're doing all of this. Yo, here's the thing. For us, we've been privileged enough to travel and do these things, right?
Alhamdulillah.
You know, alhamdulillah, we can go and enjoy these things and enjoy the culture and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people who are young are
Who
never going to
had the
experience that,
opportunity.
right? And it was a time. It was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 at this point.
Yeah, 7. That's true. It's been a while now.
Oh wow.
Like that, time flies, huh?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't even think about this as a kid. As a kid, you just see it on TV. And now as a kid, you can go and actually watch your heroes right in front of you. Oh.
And هذا هو يعني شايف that point watch your heroes, and it's not just in football. حتى when it comes to wrestling, you know,
everything.
when it comes to
everything.
You know,
you have Middle Beast. You
video
have wrestling.
games, bro.
You have football matches. You have esports.
Yeah, exactly.
You have so much for you as someone that is on like a teenager, getting these options that none of you ever had. Because I wasn't here, so I'm not gonna take it. But none of you ever had. Like I'm seeing my relatives, right? My little nieces and nephews and shit like that. When I look at them, like the amount of options they have, they will never know.
The world they live in is.
I was talking to my brother-in-law, and he was talking to me about his daughter and the conversation of women driving. His daughter would never know what the hell was going on.
She can't even imagine that.
She's growing up right now watching her mother take her to school and bring her back.
Yeah.
So by the time she's old enough, this is normal. What do you mean there was a time that you guys didn't drive?
Yeah. How? Ish, kif. Yeah. I get it.
It's a great time to be in Saudi. It's a great time to be Saudi.
Amen.
It's a great time to be watching this whole evolution of a country that we have.
The growth that we're going through in all different sectors, honestly. Like literally all different sectors. Crown Prince a few days ago announced a new fund for events.
The investment, I'll have this somewhere here.
Yeah, you know, like even seeing and that and
EIF.
And EIF, yeah, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Like seeing that growth being constant, being nonstop, happening on all different
Yeah,
levels.
and the idea that we're just getting started is like it's something
scary.
How is it scary?
No, it's scary.
It's exciting.
It is. It is.
The word
thrilling.
is exciting.
The word is thrilling.
Thrilling.
Yes,
Thrilling.
there you go.
Thrilling.
That's one of those moments that Shamsi has to pick his words.
It's in terms of just thinking of how far we can go. You know, just it's exciting. It really is. It really is exciting. That's what I was going for.
It's a proud moment.
Yeah.
It's proud to be Saudi. It's proud to be part of this nation, the things that it's doing. And the things that are still yet to be announced or to be discovered. And there's so much happening, bro. There's so much happening. And
and you see,
we can't keep up.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep up.
And that's the point. Like right now with this example of this whole football week, how many people do you think came to Saudi just to watch this game? Like I'm telling you, I saw people that came from Dubai just to watch the Super Cup. Like, we saw them in the stadium. They were there. It's obvious that their people are tourists. They're walking around like tourists.
Even if it wasn't for tourism, Saudi will fill it up.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't for tourism.
That opens up that door of and the investment fund is another way of activating that.
I've had it right here. Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Allah yahfadhah, has announced the launch of the Events Investment Fund, a fund that aims to develop a sustainable infrastructure for the culture, tourism, entertainment, and sports sectors across the kingdom. Those are the main sectors right now for us. What's the name? The Saudi press agency reported that EIF aims to create strategic partnerships to boost the local industry and increase foreign investments. It will conceptualize, finance, and oversee the development of more than 35 venues by 2030. The state news agency reported, the fund will focus on developing and increasing direct foreign investments opportunities for a contribution of 28 billion riyal, $7.45 billion, to the kingdom's gross domestic product by 2045.
And that's amazing numbers. That's amazing. And we're talking about entire industries being built. Why go to LA for E3?
The creation of EIF aims to position the kingdom as the global hub of cultural tourism, entertainment, and sports activities.
There we go.
Cultural and tourism, both of those two words are powerful words that are very rare around the world.
And trust me, we have a lot of culture to go around. Yeah.
We're not even done with it, bro.
We haven't even started. Bro.
Yes,
I don't think we're barely starting.
A lot of people, especially young kids, are discovering that there's multiple cultures inside Saudi.
In terms of حتى even developing the areas, and you're talking about Al-Ula is one big key, like one big, flying success story in terms of cultural assets. But looking at DGDA, for example, waiting for that to launch and actually be able to offer that experience to people. That's just one more. There's so many more that are going to be happening across the couple of years.
Man, it's exciting to be alive right now and to witness all of this. I remember a time we were like, yo, billiardo?
I actually do remember that.
We were in Sharqiyya, Bahrain. Sadly, I remember it. Was it like 2 or 3 floors?
Bro, Malik can.
I don't know, but that neon sign, I want to find that. Yes. I want to find that. I don't know where it is.
OG Riyadh people, you know what I'm talking about.
Was that Khasasi?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to live next to that shit.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Old memory unlooked.
Look at us now, man. Look at us now. And shout out to our government.
Look at us now, indeed. Look at us now.
Allah mazid barak ya Rabb. For those who had a difficult time over the weekend finding our podcast on your DSPs, it's because we switched hosts. I forgot to tell you that.
Thank you for the news. News update, very timely.
You know this last week was wild for me,
I know,
right?
bro, I know.
So like I had to do things in the middle. We switched hosts. Now I think either this episode or by the next episode you guys can see us also for video on Spotify.
Yeah.
Not only YouTube. So you can have the audio and video on Spotify if you're a Spotify subscriber. So you stop complaining to me.
So you can watch us.
Yes, you can watch us.
Feeds.
Yeah,
yes.
And you have 2 ways of not seeing me.
Yes.
New option unlocked.
Willingly and unwillingly.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a little bit of a downtime. It wasn't that much, but
It's been a crazy week, man.
I'm telling you, man.
It's a lot. A lot happened this week, man.
This week has been wild.
Alhamdulillah, man. Alhamdulillah.
This week has been wild in January.
Yeah, bro, we're still in January. Oh
January.
my. لسه ما خلصنا.
Boys.
مرة كثير January ترى.
Boys, we're still in January, boys.
We're still
We still got time to go in January. We're not done.
Wow.
Time flies, bro.
Good stuff.
Tomorrow is January 22nd. For people listening, we are recording this early.
Mm-hmm.
By the time everyone hears this, I'll be in Jeddah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the launch of the Biennale
Opening.
The opening of the Islamic Biennale Jeddah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Dalia. Shout out to everybody involved. I know we give Dalia a lot of love. Shout out to everybody. Dalia has been our not only friend, she's been family, but the good type of word for family, not the other one. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Shots fired.
Anyway, but what's the name? Shout out to her. She's been working real hard. I haven't seen
For
Dahlia.
a while.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 months I haven't seen Dahlia. She's been Jeddah just working hard. So we're going down to check it out. So we hope everybody goes there and we hopefully see everybody there.
It's going to be running for a few months. So
It's going to be at the Hajj terminal, which means it's going to be wild.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge.
Which is already an amazing place to start because that terminal is beautiful to start.
And historic.
Yes.
So anybody that's Jeddah, go catch the Islamic Biennale. It's going to be on, for how long? I think it's going to be a month or 2 months?
La, 3 months, I think. So the way I believe they're doing it with the Biennale Foundation is it's a biannual thing in the sense of doing an Islamic.
Hence the name.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. So every so the Islamic
Let me give you
one-
a hint. The name.
Okay. Again, so the Islamic one they do it every 2 years, and then they do the contemporary art with Riyadh every 2 years. So it's just every year they switch it up. But this is going to be the first Islamic one. I am honestly super excited to go see it. Intabab man number one, inshallah.
Inshallah.
All right. Thank you for joining. I'm just joking. You guys want to go to questions?
Oh, we had questions.
Before we go, we don't have that many questions to be honest, because I posted really late. But what's the name? Since 2087, launched his website. I don't know if you guys know this or not. I keep trying. Every single week I want to remind you, and I keep fucking forgetting.
I remember he did a while ago, didn't he?
It's on. His website is on. His shit is selling out fucking fast. For everybody that's asking me, since 2087.com, 2087. Don't write 20. All right. Get your merch.
يستاهل مرة.
Get
No longer password protected.
Yes.
No more password protected. Yes. That's all
بالعافية
now.
عليكم.
Yes.
Enjoy.
And by the way, the second you put, look, I'm gonna show you this, right? I'm gonna just show you how sold out it is.
Yeah.
It's very sold out.
It's very sold out, man. I wanted to get. Here's the thing for Biennale, he has actually a booth in Biennale or a spot. I don't know what he has in Biennale, so I'm gonna see him there tomorrow, and he has some things that I want.
Bro. Okay, keep going.
All right, I'm gonna load this for you.
What was that, bro?
بس في طلب ثقيل الحين منه. Okay, وش
Sold out.
كله إيه.
Yeah, so good luck catching something. We warned you to hit him up and catch as much as you can. But hey,
And speaking of new drops, also Galag's new drop.
Galag, I was about to get that. Galag Biennale,
Galag Biennale, you're gonna cop us,
of
inshallah.
course, inshallah.
And that's the bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you need to make sure you cop us.
Yeah.
You're the bro.
ظبطوه يعني.
I'm not gonna say like it was one of the reasons why I'm going down, but that's what Galag does. Galag doesn't send us shit. Galeg's like, yo, come by.
ما عليك تعال.
تبغى قطع تعال الجراج.
Here's the thing, like I'm willing to pay, but I don't need to travel.
That's what you're paying
It's
for.
like, تعال نشوفك واشتري.
And travel miles. That's what you're paying. بعد travel miles. That's exactly what you're paying.
It's always nice to go down and see the boys, so I look forward to it. Anyway, off the questions.
Off the question.
Go ahead.
Question time.
See, he's the only person that remembered. I'm waiting on the boys. No one. It's the
Wait,
questions.
خلاص.
Jacob.
It's a trumpet solo.
One, two,
Go
three.
ahead.
No,
done.
oh,
Yalla,
no.
1, 2, 3.
You know what? No.
No.
Since you're excited,
أيوه.
okay, we have a problem here.
خربت كذا.
All right. Don't ever do. Look, you have no rhythm.
I know, bro. I know.
Well, anyway,
Every band needs رقاصة.
question number
Sounds-
1.
Question number 1.
7 has even in it. That's odd. You are an asshole.
I'm so happy.
Not funny. Not funny.
Stupid.
Not funny.
Stupid.
Math professors just like
What am I supposed to do with that?
groaned.
Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Ask the other one. Ask the other one.
You want, okay.
That's the other one.
Here's the other one. What question would you ask Sabun Sad?
صابون السائل من يسأل.
This is an asshole. You want the third one?
This is like who watches The Watchmen. I don't know. It's like,
Here's the third question. What did X give to you?
What did he? He said he was going to give it to you. What did he give to you?
the hype, number one. The energy. You know, the good vibes.
Oh, rest in peace, DMX.
The good times. That's what he gave me, bro. All of those.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay, why do we keep him around again?
I have no idea why we have this guy, man.
The insert coin joke.
والله
comes
شوف
out. عادي.
the day you got your own mic, and it was all downhill from
It's
there.
all,
so,
yeah. It's like,
صحيح.
All right, next question. What is one thing you would never change in yourself?
برودي.
my gregarian side. Gregarious.
Say it first.
Okay.
Say it. Say it right.
I'm sure I played with him in Street Fighter before.
الغرغرينة اللي فيك
So being gregarious. You know what that means? Can you explain it to them?
Define it. I want you to define it.
It's my jolly, outgoing personality.
Yeah, no.
No.
Say it jolly طيب.
Okay, first off, when you say Shamsi, do you think jolly?
I think outgoing. You don't think outgoing?
I do think
Okay, what is outgoing to you?
And not the episode.
Because you know what does outgoing mean?
Goes out a lot.
Not that. Okay, not that. Okay.
No, that's called homelessness.
It's called no options. I feel like I'm generally like a social person, and I like that about me.
FOMO is not being sociable.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
FOMO is a disease.
We need to define FOMO. FOMO is.
There's no definition for FOMO. Fear of missing out. That's what it is.
Yes.
We don't need to redefine what FOMO is. You have extreme FOMO. It's okay.
You know they evolved that word now, right? There's like JOMO.
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
Joy of missing out.
There's like a new one, bad. SOMO or something. I don't know.
That's a wrestling in
In Japan.
Yep.
Anyway, you have FOMO. All right. That's what you have.
What's yours?
Me?
Mm.
I don't know, bro.
One thing you wouldn't want to change.
One thing, like, I don't want to change nothing. There's not one thing.
Pick one, bro.
I can't pick one,
The
bro.
one, the one.
I'm not defined by one trait.
Fair.
So why should-
none of us are.
yes.
Oh, yes. No, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, arguable.
You see what I mean?
Okay.
You.
Okay.
He's talking about himself here. Like,
But no, I'm not talking about
Trust me,
myself.
not talking about myself. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Nope.
We all know who we're talking about.
okay.
But let's say a genie showed up like, yo, listen, blank slate, we're gonna change everything in your life. You get to keep one trait.
Keep one.
Confidence.
Keep confidence.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
I can't let go of that.
sorry,
Okay, that's good.
Careful. Moral compass.
Nice.
That is
صل
true.
عليها.
That I give him 100%.
I said the first thing, برودي.
برودك.
Yes.
Okay.
إيه.
مو من زينة ترى.
No,
are you talking about?
there's a difference between برود.
سملة على غرغرينتك.
حلوة غريتي لو سمحت.
مرة حلوة. مرة ممتازة.
مرة ممتاز.
What you're thinking about is called Gildibra. There's a difference between
Yes.
Gildibra and Burud.
Okay, fair.
Burud is like knowing. here's the
Keeping
thing.
your cool, yani. That's what
Keeping,
you think.
like, here's the thing. When I am office man
Mhm.
and it's office time,
Mhm.
I
Doing
know
office work.
and doing office work in office time as office man.
Okay, Dr. Seuss. طيب خلاص.
فهمنا.
The colleagues are running around like headless chickens, like, hey, we gotta hit the deadline, we gotta hit the deadline.
Okay.
Like, I keep saying to myself, like, you know that deadline is gonna be missed, and you know it's gonna be pushed. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna do my work,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna stress what's gonna happen.
See, that's a good way of looking at it. How very stoic of you.
You are the chicken head. It's stoic. It's not stoic.
Next one.
Can
I was gonna let
Can you give up that trait?
I was gonna let that one slide. يعني كنت بمشيها بس يعني.
I can't.
He's getting complimented by me, فيعني انبسط.
I have a better question then. If someone put a gun to your head and said, I have to take one trait away from you, which one would you give up?
اوف
Mispronouncing
بالعافية.
things.
بالعافية.
خذ كل شيء.
جيت هناك بس افتح له بسطة.
My indecisiveness.
Yes, if you have to give something away.
My indecisiveness, please take it
انت
away.
بتخرب بيته.
ايه
Okay.
خذ make decisions.
فداك.
إيه.
فداك.
ما عليك احتار زيي. Live in my life where you can't make a choice. Where you can
Good
never-
luck.
Yeah,
Take
where-
these shoes.
yeah,
Walk a mile.
exactly.
Enjoy.
Exactly.
At least he's self-aware, gentlemen.
Yeah.
طيب you.
حيواني يا أخي.
Yeah, just get smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth with it.
I think my calmness, in a sense that I can be too nice sometimes.
That's not calmness.
ايش فرق your calmness and
That's not calmness.
برودك؟
Yes.
That's not-
Sorry, not calmness, but like maybe niceness, excessive
Yeah,
niceness.
genteel. You're genteel.
Yeah, like
Personality.
because I know for an I get
Gentle.
لا لا genteel, not gentle, genteel. Okay. There's a difference.
ما عليك الرجال مجنتل.
because my anger is explosive anger that makes me feel unwell when I do it because
اتقي شر هذا literally قال لك اتقي شر الحليم إذا
yeah
غضب.
like it's
Okay, هذا حرمة. Okay.
هذا حليم هذا حليم هذا حليم.
What's the name? The reason you explode is very simple. It takes a lot to fill up that cup.
yeah and
But once it gets filled, it's someone's getting it in the face.
Yeah, it's like I almost.
Fuck up.
Okay, that's it, bro. You're the one using these words, bro. I'm just saying, phrasing, my guy.
عاشر قوم 40 يوم صار منهم يا شمسي.
Phrasing, my guy. That's all I'm saying.
It's the thing. Like last week, I almost chose violence. And
Did you explode?
I exploded right. I almost exploded in the face.
Okay.
You arrived.
Yeah, I almost.
Can we please move on now? Can we please move on now?
Because here's the thing. Two things happen when I'm angry.
Those are three.
Sorry. Two things happen when I'm angry. Two things happen when I'm angry.
Two things happen when I'm angry.
Two things. This is how he just do. But
Oh my god.
Alright.
أيوة.
لساني يتبرى مني.
Okay.
Like even if it's in a work situation, I would say things that like, oh, I cannot take these things back,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
and it might escalate to physicality. So yeah,
Bro, I would love to see you throw punches.
يا رب عقبال عليك.
Ya Allah.
I really hope it's you though.
That day, bro, I will cheer
I
for you,
used to
homie.
back in the day, back when I
You're
was.
punching your face. Like, go ahead. You can do
Oh,
it.
catch that!
cut.
Okay, keep in mind. Okay, back in the day,
I used to be big.
you could kill somebody just by falling on
Yes,
them
exactly.
with the gravity.
That was one of the tactics, actually.
I feel like when he punches, like an X comes out, like an animation.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter.
شوف يدي ترجع ورا تشوف الهواء عرفت؟
Turks, when he punches, says pow. All the time.
If
So-
I punch.
The way I chose to deal with that and said, okay, I'm not gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit myself so I can have some physical release. You know, like in those movies where like
Yeah, that's a disease.
yeah,
know.
that's why I don't like getting angry.
I don't like getting
my goal is to get angry less severely, more often.
Less severely, more
More
often. Okay.
That's
You want to spread out your
Yeah,
anger.
spread out my anger.
Okay. In chunks.
Yeah, in chunks.
chunk it up.
Stre-
Chunk it up
Spread it all over people.
like shugaf.
Hit.
Around the year.
High intensity.
High intensity. Hit anger.
Yes. Hit
Not
anger.
not
Not hit anger.
Not hit the other way. Yani. High intensity. Yani.
Turks,
I forgot the question.
What's the question? That's
question?
like-
if someone puts a gun to your head and takes away one trait, which one are you willing
procrastination.
to give up?
My addiction to procrastination.
that's my other one. Honestly.
بالعافية.
Yeah.
Take it. I'm good.
Don't do
I'm
anything.
good.
Adil.
Kindness.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good trait.
Yes.
Why would
You give to, you
I
get,
get rid of it.
yeah, he gives till it hurts.
why am I kind?
Yeah.
Why do I have human traits?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a
I would
lethal
not
weapon.
care.
I need to be full asshole. I can't be small.
Because kindness is sometimes it's good if you're being. Look, it's. I don't know how to explain this. So when you're kind, right? Sometimes you do understand what's happening in front of you, but you're still being kind. And other times you're kind, but you're not paying attention to what's happening, right? I'm the type of person, I'm kind, even though I know bullshit is happening, and I kind of hate that.
Yeah.
Because it forces me, like, I can't fight it. I'm still kind.
Yeah, you're that.
I
you're-
feel you. I'm like you.
And you know what I mean.
I understand completely what
Yes.
you're saying.
Like, you understand this bullshit going on, but you're still kind.
But at the same time, why are you kind?
Yeah,
Like in my situation, I realized at some point that I'm not. It's me. I'm doing it for me, so I feel good about me. And
So you
not,
don't feel guilty about it.
No, that's not about that. A lot of the times, like somebody was saying this to me recently. They're like, in a certain context, a certain situation, I met a group of new people, and I was being generous to them. And somebody was saying, like, you don't know these people. Why are you giving so much time and effort away to them? I'm like, because it comes easy. That's one. Two, why not? Three, it's the meaning behind it. For me, that's what it is. Even if you don't get it, I know that I put it across in the right way. I put it out in the right energy, and that's for me to put out.
That's called altruism.
Yeah, that's for
In a
me to
sense.
go. That's for me to give out. If you take it the way that you want to take it, please do. But if you take it the wrong way, that's on you. It's not on me.
Yeah, but see, my problem is that, like, I know that I'm being kind to someone who doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
This is where it kills me. Because every time that person keeps popping up or that thing keeps popping up, and I find myself like, yo, I have to be kind. I have to.
So
I'm forced to.
Some people take advantage of it, definitely.
Oh, yeah,
and المشكلة, sometimes we know.
And we still let go.
And we still do it.
Yeah.
We know that we're being taken advantage of, and we still do it because you know what? Because I don't want to change who I am because of how you're acting. I don't care. How you're acting shouldn't affect who I am.
Yeah, don't fight people in the mud. They'll beat you with experience.
Great way of putting it. Great way of putting it.
Yeah, Adil is basically.
And you know, Adil, that I've been in situations recently where I came and I told you straight up, yo, listen, you know how I feel about this, but I want to do this just because me.
The biggest problem is you've been warned multiple times.
Yeah, definitely.
You've been warned.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to feel the heat in order to understand how to get burnt.
Yeah,
Not to get burnt.
So, listeners, Adil is that meme of the toddler holding the gun and crying. With the phrase لما عامل الناس بنفس ما عاملوني.
Sorry, got to do
Bro,
this.
معلش, this is who I am. I'm not going to change who I am. I get it, Adil. I get it. I get what you're saying. Because in يقهر. Because in يقهر. فهمت?
This is who I am. I'm not going to change who I am. The problem with that being who you are sometimes, it will affect your relationship with everybody else. Because people who do not know you, but know that person is doing X to you, and you're fine with it, like, yo, هذا أهبل ده. ما يفهم هذا.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
This is the problem with, trying to weigh, should you be kind or should you not be kind? Look, I'm always be nice. But
I
being
understand.
kind is different than being nice.
I understand. I understand that. I know it sometimes ends up having, ripple effects and repercussions that go beyond that initial encounter into the wider circle. That does happen. And that also happens with me.
And people misread your kindness and your niceness.
Yes.
As weakness.
Yes. And not just as weakness.
Leave weakness aside. They misread if you're kind or you're nice.
They misread it for other intentions. Because, again, they don't know you. Because they see it from afar. Because they hear it secondhand.
Yeah.
And they end up misinterpreting where you're coming from.
We are a nation of second hands.
We are a nation of a lot of things. But at the same time, Anna, for me, it doesn't change the fact that I am doing this for me, and I do this because that's who I am, and not because I'm trying to.
Like speaking as a recent addition to Mr. Adil's life, like I've met you like maybe.
I bought the pack, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I was a DLC. So I met you like 2 years ago when Shamsi introduced us, and
before the podcast.
Yeah,
right before the podcast.
We had lunch.
Yeah,
we had lunch about the podcast.
Yes,
that's why you call this number one.
Exactly. So I can say this with very much confidence as somebody who's seen it firsthand. Like, you're one of the most like genuinely loving and affectionate people I've met. Like when you.
Thank you so much. I'm a kitten.
Yeah, no. like you care till it hurts. And that's something I've noticed, and I can very much easily see that being provided to people that really do not deserve it.
Now.
Yeah. And but at the end of the day, I think you're all the stronger for it. I think.
Well, look. Here's the thing. I was a complete asshole.
Oh yes, he can be a very big asshole.
No. I was at a level of assholeness that you guys have never witnessed. I calmed it down. Believe it or not. This is the water down.
Yes, I am aware.
لا, you haven't met asshole Adil.
Yes.
They met
I saw glimpses of asshole Adil. I saw glimpses.
Cali B saw it in XP.
لا هيك طقطقة bro. لا I'm talking about shit in شرقية.
Yeah.
You know. For me.
Remember where we are.
Like exactly. For me, like. There's growth, bro. Obviously, there's growth. You grow and you learn from your experiences with people, with you encounter, and the same thing with me, But he's mellowed out, extremely mellowed out, actually.
Like, I allow bullshit to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I was sitting with someone the other day, right? And they were telling me, yo, so-and-so, this is what's happening, this was going on, this was being said about you. Like, do you know? I was like, yeah, I know. Like, are you okay with it? I'm like, they're too low on my scale for me to care about their existence. Like, I understand what's happening. I just do not really care. I have more important things in my scale to go through than to pay attention to these idiots. And so I found a way for me to push away things that I should not be. Like, there's too many important things that are happening in my life right now, in my age, that are way more important than everybody else. And so I need to
recalibrate.
No, I need to find what is the priority for me and what's going to be just a headache. Yeah. And so rather than going on the offensive, which I usually do, I decided, you know what, I'm going to put them to the side. But the second they come up, I know I'm going to go on the offensive. This is my problem. Trying to be kind and trying to be nice, people don't understand which is the difference. And the problem is that sometimes they mistreat you in certain ways, thinking they can just, use your trust or use your whatever. And then they find out that you're a person that's not willing to play that game. And then it causes a whole different problem. Oh, why is this person this way? I don't know.
It'd be like that.
Managing people is trash, to be honest. But hey, man, leadership is not easy.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't. Anyway, next question.
Next question.
Why is it hard to find mental health professionals in Riyadh? Well, you just heard the conversation we just had.
Have you not listened to this podcast for the past 100 and whatever episodes?
It is difficult.
I don't think we're qualified to answer that question.
I believe.
No, the question is, why is it hard to find?
I don't think we're qualified.
I believe there's this phrase called "خليك رجال." That's a start.
Yes.
No.
The mental health, in general, wasn't looked on. Like,
It wasn't acknowledged.
It wasn't acknowledged
It
whatsoever.
wasn't acknowledged worldwide.
Yeah, to be fair.
And we were late here.
Yes. And then, no, it's not we were late. The whole world was late on it. And the problem with it was the same with everything else, is that all of a sudden social media became your mental health expert.
True.
Oh yeah, there's like, too much oversharing on my social media.
And
I agree.
It's not about
and to some people, it flooded it so much that there was so much things being said and told and behaviors and moderation and new terms. It just turned a lot of people off. Like, yo, I don't want to be a part of this.
You have anxiety? My friend, that's called being under stress. Yeah. And it's normal.
They took normal things that make you who you are as a human being and turn it into a side effect of a problem. Else.
Yeah.
But anxiety
there is a clinical condition of anxiety, but like being uncomfortable when you're around new people, there's a difference between
self-diagnostics. That's the issue here.
Yeah.
Diagnosing yourself based on this is what I Googled.
Oh, I'm OCD because I like my house.
Yeah, but
no offense, that's not OCD.
Yeah, you're like offending every person diagnosed with OCD.
Yeah, like that's the most common thing I've heard. أنا مرة OCD. ليش؟ والله أحب ترتيب بيتي.
That's not the question.
That's not OCD.
That's not the question though. The question is, why is it hard to find mental health professionals?
Because when you told someone you're going to a therapist here for a long time, the response has always been إيش فيك مجنون أنت؟
Yeah.
ما فيك إلا العافية.
ما فيك إلا العافية. وش تبي؟ لا ليش كذا؟
So the stigma.
The stigma, exactly. Now people are more accepting of it. Now people are more open to the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have somebody on the spectrum here with us already.
Yes, we're all on the spectrum, but yeah.
I think people need to be told it's okay for you to grow up with trauma.
Yeah, but
that's a whole other conversation.
It's not about. It's about. I don't think it's that part. It's not that it's about growing up with trauma. No, it's okay to ask for help.
No. That is a different conversation. But
yeah, people don't realize what they went through was messed up when they were younger.
There's levels to trauma.
Yeah. ما فينا العافية.
بالضبط.
That's the term.
Yeah.
Some traumas are extreme. And Allah يقويكم to get rid of it. Some traumas are okay. You went through a difficult time in your life like everybody else. This is life. Life is not easy. Life is hard. Even in our religion tells you life is not easy. And to get jahid. Like that conversation has been here for a long, long time. But life became so simple that things became irritating to a lot of people. A lot of people are not accepting of things that are happening in their life.
Your threshold is different.
True.
Thank you. Each person is different.
Yes.
Yes.
True.
But
and as a society,
you can live with trauma even as a society. You can live with trauma.
I think where you're saying society,
like as a society, our threshold has like changed.
Sure, I think, I agree.
It was at some point it was you had to have something horrific happen to you for you to consider it trauma.
It had to be extreme.
Yes, it had to be extreme. We are going towards a level of comfort where a minor inconvenience could be considered.
Yeah, and there's
traumatic.
There's a tendency.
The curse of modern life, basically.
Yeah, and there's a tendency. Maybe. There's a tendency to champion excessive fragility.
Fragility or
excessive?
That's very
fragility. I'm with number one on that.
Wait, excessive
fragility or vulnerability.
No, excessive fragility. Like
explain.
My boss was a bit blunt with me on work. Oh, that's ruining. I can't.
That's one of my triggers.
Yeah, like no, that's one of my triggers. He ruined my entire day. I can't deal with it. Like no. Okay.
Listen, no, it's not. That's not the solution to the problem. The solution is going to a medical professional and figuring out what the trauma was and how to deal with it, what your triggers are and how to manage the problem.
Do you think triggering is a real thing?
Yes.
Yes.
In
It
what
is.
sense?
It is. It is.
It
If you go
unlocks a
through-
memory that you associate.
with a specific trauma.
Yes.
But don't you?
Yeah,
but don't
see,
you think
see,
people have
see,
abused that
again,
term?
You,
Yes.
No. The
you-
term is
yeah,
abused.
Yeah, I know. Look, all of you are different.
Yeah.
Look, let's calm it down for a bit, okay? What he's talking about is the fact that what's happening today, where everything became a trigger.
Yeah.
What you two are talking about is that you actually have a problem that you need to seek help for. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
Because what happened is the people who really needed help start getting help, and the people who wanted to be associated with anything that's happening start using different shit to
True.
be triggered.
True.
Anything would trigger them.
True.
And this is the problem that we have. Are you really triggered? Do you really have a problem? Or is it you just felt uncomfortable?
I feel like I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I feel like
None of us know if we're right or wrong.
Yeah, nobody knows.
honestly, I feel like a lot of people end up going through their lives without really resolving the traumas that they end
Yes.
up going.
Yeah, that's most people.
And they end up repeating cycles of whatever, cycles of
Abuse?
not necessarily abuse, of negativity that they live through, in their lives with their families, with their friends, and the cycles never really end up getting broken because they never recognize the problem.
Yeah, true. One of
I feel like that happens a lot here.
Okay,
you know?
let me tell you something. You have your own traumas or your own triggers, right?
Yeah.
Turks does, number one does, and I do, right? Let's say you work for me. Hello? And I'm going through my own shit in my own life.
Okay.
And every time I say something, you start telling me, yo, that's a trigger word for me. Yo, I'm uncomfortable with this.
Yeah.
You're causing me more problems in my life. My life doesn't need to adapt to what you're fucking feeling and what you're doing in your life. You need to adapt to the world. Same way that I need to adapt because I have my own problems that I have to solve and I have to go through. If I sit there and say, you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't do this, we're going to have this
Yeah,
issue going back and forth forever.
you can't reasonably expect all the people around you to participate in your mental well-being.
True.
And here's the thing: like
It's your responsibility
yeah,
to adapt to the world, not the world's
and-
responsibility to adapt to you.
and-
I think
Exactly.
fair, but I think in terms of like at least the people around you, you could be. It's not a one-way street. يعني عرفت فيها أخذ وعطاء
Yeah,
شوي if you actually have a problem.
And at the end of the
You know,
at the end of the day,
Talk about the people that actually have a problem.
Bro, it's life.
I would
Yeah, I get it, I
and
get it.
I would acknowledge that a lot of those traumas appear like in oddly unfamiliar ways. Like I know a friend who's a therapist, and he said one of the more like baffling cases that came to him was this patient, this girl. She was ما شاء الله عليها يقول قمر البنت.
Thank you.
Sister عادل.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hold up. Let's go. Let's go.
And
I am single.
And for him, he was baffled because she had body dysmorphia. She thought she looked ugly. Because for her, she was always told that the standard of female beauty was one way and she was a different way. But by all other measures, she's an incredibly attractive and beautiful woman. And for him, that sort of crystallized the idea that anything, if you hammer it hard enough and
yeah.
long enough from an early age, it kind of
True.
like messes you up going forward.
Yeah, bro.
True.
It's human behavior.
Yeah, and that's what social media is doing to them.
Yep.
Bro, there's people that I know are using terms that they've never used in their entire fucking life.
Yeah, you don't say the word neurodivergent. You just learned it yesterday.
If you need help, seek help. There's great facilities that are available in Riyadh. I don't know where people live. I'm not gonna name a few because I'm not gonna favor one with the other. You have to go and do your own searches. And the number one thing that I want people to understand, like for their entire fucking life, do not just trust doctors, no matter what doctor they are.
There's a thing called a second opinion.
Exactly.
Yes.
Go to multiple doctors and understand what's really going on. Going to one doctor that says you have this is not correct. We went to this doctor once for me and someone, and he was talking about doing the surgery, right? And they were like, boy was playing it cool. You just have to do the surgery in your spine. Like, okay,
Just cash.
yeah. It's like, so like if something goes wrong, like what happened? Oh, you'll be crippled for life.
Oh wow.
Also, like you want to leave that part out?
Yeah.
Scary,
حبة
bro.
شلل بس.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no,
كفر
always,
شطة.
always be careful. Always be careful. No one cares about you more than you, not even doctors.
And your mommy.
That's true.
Different from family.
Not everybody. Right? Shout out to moms. I love you so much. I'm just joking. This is called a fucking joke, mom. Please take me back. Anyway. Okay, first off, no, your mom doesn't watch this.
I know.
This is Mr.
No.
She has better things to do.
Yeah, she's like, your mom tunes in for us.
She got a lady.
She's gonna have a lady.
Oh, Mama Shamsi, do not tune in.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question.
Might be a dumb question. Was there any follow up to we don't pay Saudis? Of course, there's no follow up. What you think they can say? Oh, hey, you guys were right. Yeah, you caught us. What do you think is gonna happen?
I'll give you a
Oopsie.
yeah, I'll give you a clue. People are in their feelings.
Oh yeah, they were in their feelings. We are blacklisted from a certain commission, and all of it is events and shit. Yes. Us and
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, if I do.
Hey, boy, he caught his feelings. Yo, you're doing a bad job, my guy. That's why we called you out.
Next question.
Anyway,
You don't know me. I might appear.
hold on. Shismo, it's not about next question. There's something that was said. Well, the Davos is being held right now.
The World Economic Forum.
Yes. So would you like to jump in, number one, and buy me some time?
Davos. Actually, I'm kind of drawing a blank. I don't
Okay.
remember.
Shamsi, what is that?
For once, I'm
Davos
drawing a
is a
blank.
city in Switzerland. Where,
Oh, about the city itself. It's like, oh yeah. I actually thought you were asking me to.
It's usually quite cold there, you know.
تقع على مدار السرطان.
ممطر شتاء.
ممطر شتاء قاري بارد
They
ومدري
tend to
إيش.
have like yearly meetings there because it's a nice place to meet people.
All right. The Minister of Communication was talking.
Okay.
At
I bought you
Davos.
time.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Turks. I appreciate it. You did your best with what you have. What stupid.
What
yo.
happened?
Anyway, I want you all to hear this, okay?
We've commissioned a study during the G20 with the ITU and the World Economic Forum that is going to cost us around $500 billion to connect the unconnected world if we use ground networks. And this is why we have launched the NTN program, the non-terrestrial network program, in how we can connect the ground with space, with Earth. And we have done the first trial last year in which you have a 5G tower connected to a plane flying at 20 kilometers above the Earth, connected to a low Earth orbiting satellite. And this is going to connect the unconnected world for a fraction of the cost.
That is amazing.
Interesting.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
That was interesting.
So what's going on here exactly?
No, he was just talking about it. It was part of the World Economic Forum.
Okay.
And the idea is, do you remember when your daddy Musk was talking about, I'm going to throw the satellites everywhere and everybody's going to be
Starlink.
connected?
Starlink.
Right? Starlink.
Yeah.
So this is similar to it, but faster.
Okay.
And the idea is, anywhere you go in the globe, you'll be able to have a universal connection.
Interesting.
All right? The question is going to be then in the future, what is internet? What is connecting to the internet?
It's a series of tubes.
If it's going to be...
It's no longer cables.
You shut the fuck up. All right. I'm going to tell you tubes.
You get the reference. Turks.
Yes, I do.
So what's the name? If the whole internet is going to be connected anywhere in the world you go, you'll find internet.
Yeah, it changes the whole world.
It
doesn't
changes everything.
It changes everything.
It changes the whole gameplay.
Yeah, that's
What does it change?
and I think that's something that's actually feasible. That is something that you could feasibly see within 10 years, let's say.
Well, this is why he said it. He's like, we started testing last year because it was less expensive than trying to basically connect the whole world under sea.
You know what's the problem with that? ما
What?
بدك تقول ما عندي رسالة.
Huh?
ما بدك تقول ما عندي
ما في.
رسالة. ما the fuck ما
خلاص.
تفكر.
But the question is going to be
No,
what
there's
happens.
always the excuse بتدفع لي بطارية.
But when it's rainy, though, that's another. Like, we don't know what are the downfalls of if it's cloudy
I
or
think
whatever.
planes can fly when there's rain.
لا يا شيخ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're 20 kilometers up. There's like layers of clouds. between
Ladies,
y'all.
he studied aerospace engineering.
He was forced into aerospace engineering.
No, he wasn't forced. He picked the first alphabetical letter.
He stumbled upon
Hey,
it.
Hey.
It's actually the computer picked it.
yes, it wasn't his choice, bro.
Wasn't me, bro.
He just said
بالغلط طاح.
he said vibes.
Aerospace.
That's what he did.
A aerospace.
Sure, why
Yes.
not? But I thought that was really
Yeah,
amazing.
that's actually cool, Salaha. Once again, it proves that we're pushing the envelope, we're pushing the boundaries. We are actually trying to find solutions for problems, and it's not just affecting us, affecting people around the world.
Globally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, and even for us, like right now, Saudi has a lot of rural areas that I imagine it's not easy to connect with conventional connections.
That's true.
So this does resolve a lot of those issues. But why just? And it's not just for us; it's for us and everybody else.
I think it's gonna be, bro. Like being global Saudi, it's a new thing that we never really thought about.
So this is the next great way forward, inshallah.
It's amazing being a part of this.
Saudi
country,
tech all over the world.
That's the song.
I mean, I wanted to rhyme. I wanted to add a
The
melody.
more you know.
By the way, when you join Sadai, that's the first thing you say when you get in.
Saudi tech
All over the
all
world.
over the world. سوي لي بيها بالعربي
Beautiful
بعد.
jingle. عجبتني الصراحة.
تكنولوجيا سعودية.
Don't mispronounce it.
Okay, fine.
خلاص
I
خلاص
pressed 2. I pressed
سمجت
2.
سمجت خلاص سمجت.
يا الله. Well, anyway, anything else on the news before we bounce?
هذه كرة كريكت.
إيه قاعد
Yes.
يلعبون كريكت.
Yeah.
سلم.
or as they call it cricket.
Cricket.
Speaking of internet, did you hear about this doctor? I think he was in France or in the UK who did a surgery on someone in the US
He did the surgery on a banana.
on a banana. There you go. My bad. It wasn't a person. It was on a banana.
I saw this is a repeat of old memes. They did surgery on a grape a few years ago, and this
Yes.
is the update. Yeah.
Through a 5G.
Okay, so proving the tech.
Okay.
Yeah, because when 5G was first announced, that's what they were talking about. It's so
What's
quick
the lag?
that you can be
البينك حق
in a different world. All right. You can be in a different location and across the globe.
And they're proving the point now.
Yeah, and this
I
is
have
them-
I have one question though. He did surgery on a banana, but I saw the video. He opened the banana and there was a raisin inside. Who put the raisin in the banana? Who got the job description? Raisin banana putter inner.
Number one.
Hold on. Did you say inner?
Raisin.
Put her in. Put her in. It's a completely different thing.
Raisin banana
Put
putter in there.
Get it done. Get it done.
You know the answer to that, number one.
This podcast is stupid, yo. I don't know how the hell we did 194 episodes.
Number one, you know the answer to that.
The intern.
It's the mafia.
Oh, we call that a callback.
And on that note,
We end the entire podcast now.
بخرب ام الجوك البايخ حقتك
يعني
بخرب ام بيتنا. Anyway,
Now we kill Shamsi.
shout out to tens and tens. This is shout out to tens and tens of viewers.
didn't even make it to 200
Oh my
yet.
god! Thank you for joining us. We appreciate every single one of y'all. We'll see y'all next week, I guess.
I hate you all.
Stupid.
I hate every single one of you.
الله بس أصدقكم يا عيال. قولوا
I think
أوكي.
next week it might be a guest episode. Did you confirm? Did you even tell the man? Hey, listen. I told him to message you last week. All right, and he didn't message you. Yo, Fat. That's what happened. Because I told him last week that we need to push it, and he didn't text you yet. Text him right now.
مالك.
Text him.
جوالي هناك يا رجال من أول ما أجيبه.
طيب تكلم هذاك
هناك
موجود.
جوالي بيطلع يده في التليفون.
يطلع يده بالتليفون
هذا التليفون.
عشان البصمه بتطلع فبيعرفونا على طول.
أنا بروح على التليفون.
Ya Allah, this is a stupid podcast. We out.
Yeah,
Peace. Let's go.